it's Kate. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to talk to you about my favorite summer vacation. 2 years ago, I went to New York for the first time. I flew from Los Angeles, California to Washington, D.C., where my friend lived. Then we took a bus from Washington, D.C. to New York. It took about 4 hours by bus. The weather was so hot and humid because we went in the summer. It was about 29 degrees Celsius. This is my friend Amy. The first thing we did when we arrived in New York was ride the subway. This is the entrance. You enter underground. It runs very fast, but was a little dirty. For dinner, we had sirloin steak and broccoli. It was very fancy and very expensive. For dessert, we had chocolate ganache and green tea ice cream. It was so delicious. I love chocolate and green tea. The next day, Amy and I rented bikes and biked around the city. You can see many tall buildings and famous ones like the Empire State Building here. You can learn a lot about the history. For example, the building is 381 meters tall. It also has 103 floors. You can take an elevator to the top, but it costs money. After biking around the city, Amy and I got hungry, so we went to get lunch with a friend at a cafe. We ordered Benedict eggs, a chicken pot pie, huevos rancheros, and a side of mac and cheese. We all shared food, but it was still too much. I was so full that I wanted to throw up after. After lunch, Amy and I went to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, or the Met. Do you know this museum? It is a very popular place for tourists to visit because it contains many old paintings from very famous painters such as Picasso. The price to enter the museum is very expensive, $25, which is about 2,500 yen. Often, tourists like to sit outside the Met on the steps to relax and enjoy a meal. Sometimes, you can see fun street performers like this one. Next, Amy and I walked to Central Park. Did you know that Central Park is a National Historic Landmark? It is also 843 acres. That is so big. When Amy and I walked around, we got lost. After, we got dessert, cookies and cookie dough. Then we visited the Washington Square Park. There were so many people outside, even though it was 10 p.m. Finally, we had to visit Times Square. It was 1 a.m., but look how busy and lively it is. These billboards were so bright it hurt my eyes, but it was so cool. People were just eating, hanging out with friends, and taking pictures. Amy also got a caricature painting. Do you think it looks like her? I don't think it does, but she still liked it. On our last day, Amy and I rode a ferry to go see the Statue of Liberty. It took about 20 minutes to get there, and I got a little seasick, but that's okay. Did you know that the statue is 93 meters tall and weighs 225 tons? The ferry takes you to the statue's island where you can walk around. This was a very popular spot on the island where you can take a picture and see the ocean and New York landscape behind you. We had to leave after an hour to catch the ferry back to New York. But before we left, Amy and I stopped by a souvenir shop where I got my sister the Statue of Liberty Lego set. She loved it! Amy and I went biking around the city some more. We saw tall buildings, ate some New York pizza, which was very delicious, and saw the Charging Bull and Fearless Girl statue. Amy is the most fearless girl I know. That's why she's my best friend. Lastly, we visited the 9/11 memorial. Amy and I threw a coin into the memorial to pay our respects for the victims of 9/11. Well, that's the end. Thank you for listening to my vacation memories in New York. It was so much fun. Where did you go for vacation? Next time you see me at school, let me know. Alright, this is Kate, out. Bye!